Hi, I just got out of watching Thunderbolts, the latest Marvel MCU offering. Hot off the heels of their last Captain America movie. Captain America, what was it called? New World Order? No, wait, was that what it was called? Or Brave New World? Sorry. I know they changed that was a mess. But yeah, Thunderbolts, with Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who else? David Harbour, Yelena, what's her name? Florence Pugh. So yeah, look, I don't care about any of these characters. This is really 2000s Marvel to me, which isn't Marvel. But I'm an old fogey, so what do I know? Heading into this, I really didn't have any sort of like high bar for this. I don't really care. But you know, in my bid to watch every single MCU movie in the theater, no matter how painful, I figured like less. Well, I know I was a little curious, you know. Listen, this is a pretty decent movie in terms of like just watching it. In terms of the characters, I mean, it's a whole other thing. But I would say like I would recommend watching it for just any sort of movie, like general moviegoer. The crowd I saw it with really dug it. They loved Bob and all that stuff. So basically what the Thunderbolts are here in this movie are B characters from some of their Disney Plus shows and all that stuff. Of course, Florence Pugh, her character debuted in Black Widow. Other characters like U.S. Agent debuted in a Disney Plus show, Falcon and Winter Soldier. Of course, Bucky is from the Captain America movies. You've got, who else? You've got Taskmaster from Black Widow. And you have Ghost, who I thought was mute, but I guess not. I don't know. I couldn't remember her much from her debut in Ant-Man 2. All sorts of different characters, and a brand new character, Sentry from the Marvel Comics. A different version of Sentry here, more simplified and distilled. You know, whatever. I mean, they do that with a lot of characters, like they did with Thanos. They're all brought together in unlikely circumstances, and then they have to fight a very powerful, you know, persona that like totally outmatches them, but they still manage to succeed. So that's the non-spoiler version of what happens in this movie. And basically, I would say non-spoiler review. It's good as a watch. You know, I'd have to mull this over as to whether or not it's great. The main theme is depression and how to get over it. Or not get over it, but like work through it and overcome it. And it's a very simplified version of that. And I would say that the that concept, that theme, kind of overshadows, no pun intended, you know, the team itself. I wouldn't say that the Thunderbolts are the star of this movie. I would say that the concept and theme is the star of this movie. After watching this, if they're not paired up with that theme, I don't care. They're not really set up as a What the hell? I thought someone was behind me. Whew. They're not set up as a standalone thing that can go up against different concepts, different characters, different villains. They're just set up as overcoming depression with this new character. That's kind of that's the biggest flaw to me of this film. But like as a movie, as a standalone movie, it works. There are issues with it. The villain is pointless. Like the real villain of this is Julia Louis-Dreyfus playing basically her character in Veep. I know most people know her as Elaine from Seinfeld, so she's basically evil Elaine. And her thing is that she I think what her plan was she is trying to create a new version of the Avengers, new heroes that she can control or something. I don't know. It doesn't really seem like it would work. If you create something that's all powerful, wouldn't they turn on you? And have you seen no movies? You know, anyway, there's a big reveal about why that asterisk is there at the end of the title of Thunderbolts. It's a pretty annoying, stupid reveal. And then they undermine it in the end credits. So there's 2 end credits. There's one jokey thing in the middle of it, and then the end credits, end credit sequence at the very end of the credits, reveals like the next movie. I'll say that, and talks about the outcome of the ending of the film. That's my non-spoiler sort of description of that. Listen, it's cool for what it is as a standalone thing. It's neat. As the start of a franchise, not so much. I don't really care about these characters, and I still don't. What binds them together is the theme and concept of this movie. But like, if you look at something like the first Avengers movie in 2012, they're brought together as a team, and everything is about character. And so at the end of it, you want to see this team do other things. Here, this team is brought about by a concept and theme that you can't recreate again and again and again, so I don't really care about these characters. And listen, this is an MCU movie. I don't know why everyone's talking about this is different. Everyone's quipping and joking. Like, you can say that Red Guardian is the comedy relief, but everyone's quipping, everyone's joking, everyone's doing the Marvel thing of, like, being ironic and stuff, and like and repeating what someone says as a joke or whatever. It's Marvel. If you feel annoyed by that, then yeah, this movie is still as annoying as the stereotype of Marvel movies. But as I say, for what it is, like, this is a better movie than Captain America, Brave New World. Was that what it's called? I always trip over that name. It's way better than that. And it brings about those themes and concepts fairly well, albeit, as I said before, fairly simplified. But if you're into that sort of faux intellectualism, like, you'll see a lot of reviews just talking about that theme rather than the team and the characters. If you're into that sort of thing, then you'll probably enjoy this. This is a middle of the road for me. This is like an average okay movie, okay Marvel movie. I'll give it, like, a 6 out of 10. Middle of the road stuff. I think people will overblow this in the next a few months and then revisit it a year later and say, well, yeah, it's okay. You'll get a feel for a lot of the characters. One character gets totally shit-canned, man. I don't feel sorry for that character. And there's another character that was underdeveloped before and is still underdeveloped. I won't reveal who it is. Maybe their name starts with G and ends with Ost. I don't know. So anyways, I recommend it as a fun time out at the movies. It's okay. It's not horrible. But I think that they could have done more to highlight the team and characters. And I think they let the theme of the film overshadow things. To the point where I don't really know where else they go with these characters. So that's my take on it. It's okay. It won't kill you to watch it. So that's it. Until next time, take care.